To get the help of the Harlingen Police Department. They're here because it's National Child Passenger Safety Week. We have Sal Carmona and we also have Officer Hector Villegas here with the force to discuss regulations, laws, and also give us some heat safety tips. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Now let's go ahead and get straight to it. There's 3 types of car seats. There's so many different regulations. It's all based on weight. It's based on age once they get a little bit older. Let's start off with the babies here, Officer Carmona. Yes. And this, I'm going to call him Baby Caleb. Okay. Mary's baby. So, okay, so we got baby Caleb here. We have the car seat. What's the difference between the infant to, the newborn to toddler maybe, as opposed to the other ones?
Well, an infant one, it's going to be from 0 to, in most cases, 20 to 22 pounds, in other words, from birth, and it always has to go in rearward facing. You want the child to be facing rearward so that it protects the neck and the spine of the child.
So let's go ahead and bring this over here. Yes. I'm going to attempt to do this very carefully. I'm going to place baby Caleb in here because, as Mary was saying, the city of Brownsville has the worst track record for safety in terms of being able to do this properly. So we go ahead and, okay, so put the baby in.
Put the baby in. You want to have him sit right into where the harness straps have to go into the car seat at or below the child's shoulders, and that way it keeps the child down into the position.
And as you can see, I'm pretty new at doing this. Yeah. So then what do? You
put the crotch clip in first, right here, and that way the straps are balanced and even from the sides as well. And then you're going to put the retainer clip in and have that so you can't pinch the webbing. If you can pinch the webbing, then it's too loose, and you want it nice and snug. Even though the baby's small, you still want the baby snug in there so that there's no slop in there while the baby's moving.
Even if the baby's crying and crying, this is crucial because we've seen so many accidents that are extremely bad, rollovers where the whole car seat gets thrown out of the car.
Correct.
And this is what's going to save the baby.
Definitely. That's what this car seat's for, is to protect that child during that accident. And that's one of the misuses that they have, is the parents they'll give in to the child who's crying and not have them been properly secured.
Got to be very tight.
Nice and secure. So you cannot pinch the webbing is what we want to be able to do.
Okay, baby Caleb, I'm going to leave you for a second. Let's go ahead and head over here and talk about these.
This one here is one of the ones we call it convertible. It starts out rearward facing, and then after a certain weight, you'll turn it forward facing. That's one of the other things we want to point out. One of the misuses is that you must use the car seat in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. If it says rearward facing up to 35 pounds, leave that child rearward facing up to 35 pounds, and then turn it around to the forward facing as it is here, and this will hold the child up to 50 pounds.
And then once they get to be a little older, the restriction is in the height, and that's 4 foot 9 inches or 8 years old.
Correct. That's the maximum for any child being in any type of child passenger safety system. Once they reach 4 foot 9 or 8 years old, then they no longer need one.
Great. And Officer Villegas, tell us about heat safety tips. You're talking about ACT, and that's what you really need to remember when we're in the summer months and there's all that heat.
Yes, it's true. ACT is an acronym that we came up with. ACT, pretty much A, to avoid heat stroke. Don't forget about closing your door. Make sure that there's no child inside there or anybody that could enter the vehicle. And C, to create reminders. Also make sure that you put a toy in front of the vehicle with you. Give your son or daughter the cell phone so they can play the new video game. And also T, take action. If you're out walking around and you see a child inside the vehicle in a parking lot, go ahead, call 911. Give us a call. We'll be there as fast as we can, and we'll stay on the line with you as fast as we can. Great.
And really quickly, car seat inspection station that's coming up pretty soon for people to be able to get some advice from you.
That's right. This week we're going to be in Weslaco today. Tomorrow we'll be in Edinburgh at the Edinburgh Children's Hospital. We'll be back here in Harlingen at Coles on Thursday, and then back in Edinburgh on Friday at Women's Hospital. So different locations throughout. They can call us at 216-5529. Find out more information where you're going to be. You have to go to just one of them, but bring the child, bring the car seat, and we will make sure it's correct.
You'll help them out. And we want to thank you for being here this morning. For those exact locations, head over to valleycentral.com to get those.
Excellent.
Mary, back to you.